Hi, this is a short video for the facilitators of the Welcome to Empowering Adult Learners of Basic Skills MOOC. So when you access the course as a facilitator, you'll see this screen here, with the first module being the Welcome Week, and then you have Week 1, Week 2, Week 3, and Week 4. The Welcome Week, as you can see, is very brief. It gives an overview of the MOOC itself with some links to the EBSN project, SETU Technological University, and the National Adult Literacy Agency, all of whom contributed in developing this MOOC. It talks about the license very briefly, the aims of the MOOC, and there's a short video about the learning platform. This is just to give the students a very kind of short overview of how to access the materials on this MOOC. The objectives of the course follow next, as well as the live webinars. So you'll have to put in the dates here. You see I left them blank for when you want to host the webinar, so it is important that you pop these dates in when you know. A welcome video here by the instructors, which the students will play. You can have a look at that as well. And then the instructor bios. So if you want to include your picture here, I know some of the other facilitators have done so and include a short bio, depending on the number of instructors. So you can let me know and I can put this in for you if you want to give me the details, or you can pop this in yourself. So I am available to do that for you and to assist you in that. Assignments and assessments, just a very brief overview, and then the discussion forum where we do encourage people to introduce themselves and to talk about a couple of things such as where you're based, what your teaching context is, and something you find interesting about the empowerment of adult learners. You'll see when you click to the next one that here is a discussion. Now we're looking here at the instructor view, not the student view. It is quite similar, but I just want to give you the instructor view because that's the view you'll get. Week 1. As you'll see, the overall estimated time is 4 to 5 hours. This has not been tested yet, so of course the feedback will help us refine this, but we do hope that learners will spend around 4 hours on each week. Starts off with the learning objectives, the same as every week. We come up first of all with the learning objectives, a short welcome video, and then a spark. So we have a spark in each of the MOOCs to try and spark the interest of the learners. The spark for this particular MOOC is pick my emoji, and it's very, very simple. In the discussion forum on the next page, post an emoji that describes how you feel today. Along with your emoji, post a brief discussion on our choice of emojis and why you picked that one. So again, this is just to bring them in and get them to be engaged and have a chat and a bit of fun. And you'll see when you click onto the next one, this is the related discussion forum here. So this week kicks off proper with the get to know your learner or group video. So again, a short video and some text and some bullet points. The next point here is a discussion forum. Who is my typical learner and what skills do I want my learners to develop? So they click on the next page and that brings them to that discussion forum. So part of the role of the facilitator will be to facilitate this discussion forum, go in and post some questions yourself, and try to engage the students in discussion on these topics. Again, you scroll down and there's more content here as you go. So normally when we have OERs like this, there's a downloadable point where they can download this OER. So when the students, if they want to use this in their context, they can simply click here and that gives them a printable version if they want to use that with their own students. And we do that for each time we introduce an OER within the MOOC. This point here involving students in the process, so you'll see again we have an OER here, the checklist, and this is how you would download it here. So again, this can be used within the contents. Of course, it's not going to be applicable to every context, but it is a resource that can be used. More videos here using learning in everyday life and assessing your learners' strengths and goals. We have knowledge checks, so we tend to do around 2 or 3 knowledge checks per week. They take the form of multiple choice questions, normally true false questions, nothing too arduous, nothing too complex for our learners. We do want it to be fun, and we want them to get something from the learning experience. So we're not really out there to test them as such. It's more to keep them motivated and engaged. The next learning item here, another knowledge check, followed by a discussion forum. And that's basically week 1. Week 2, this is the learner's previous knowledge, skills and experience. Again, we come up with the learning objectives and a short video from the instructors. So I won't go through week 2 in depth. It is pretty much following the same format with your knowledge checks and your various links and OERs there as well. Week 3, again, it's pretty basic, same format. Then week 4, we do have something which I'd like to draw your attention to. So we kind of have an end of MOOC activity, and it's called My Empowerment Plan. And the idea here is that we've seen adult learning is based on a philosophy of adult education, which is concerned with personal development and social action, and that learning is an active and expressive process which involves student engagement. So for this final activity, we're asking that the learners come up with an empowerment plan for their learners that they can implement immediately in their teaching. In order to do this, we'd like you to download the following template, which they can click here. The template is just this here, and include action items in the categories which you find most relevant to your teaching context. When you've completed your empowerment plan, post it a discussion forum on the next page by attaching a document. After you've posted the empowerment plan, please review at least 2 of your peers. So the idea for them is to fill this in and based on their own practice. It's a great resource to have on hand. Post into the discussion forum and comment. So it may be the case that some learners spend a little bit more time on some weeks than others, and that could be the case. But this is kind of the feedback that we're looking from the learners. So we're going to be attaching a survey as well to the end of week 4 that we'll ask our piloting participants to complete. So please do reach out to contact me on any points of clarification on the content, and I wish you all the best of luck. Thank you.